Alright, let's go around here. I'm gonna show you the second entrance to this courthouse that these individuals use. These terrorists. John Malone is the individual I came before. They rescheduled the trial for October for me calling somebody a bitch and making it a disorder. Alright. This is the entrance to the county executive. This individual is using the qualified immunity. He says he has qualified immunity for violating people's rights, stealing people's property, and that he has qualified immunity, y'all. Coming up out of here. He's hiding behind this immunity. All right, this is where they go in at. All right. We're gonna walk around here. How you doing? Ladies and I'm telling you, it is time we redo our judicial system. These individuals are corrupt to the core. I just went in there and they scheduled another hearing where in the district court, this judge says I was found guilty. I was found guilty of saying the word bitch. He gives me 60 days, suspended all that, and it gives me 2 years. 2 years supervised probation. And there's one of the individuals, right? Look at this. Look how look at it. Look at it. Waving. Because they know they get away with shit. But I ain't got nothing against the sheriff department. They're going to do what they're going to do. I ain't had a problem with none of them guys. They all seem to be doing their job. You know, it is what it is. But the thing is this. This is the district courthouse where they're extorting taxpayers' dollars on petty crimes, y'all. Petty crimes. And look at the building that they're using and renting out. Let's get over here and take a look. We'll get back to the circuit court in a minute. But they have made the judicial system a business. They do not have this kind of crime in Montgomery County, y'all. At all. At all. This is 1918 Jefferson Street. Another layer of terrorism. in the corporation of Montgomery County. Look at this. This is where they take your money and spend it inside of this corporation. They have made Lady Justice a whore, and she owns the business, y'all. And this is why we have to defund these individuals and take this immunity, this fictitious immunity away from them, and start holding them accountable for their actions. Look at this, y'all. All y'all tax dollars buying this building, leasing this building, with a lady who has become a whore, the justice system. Look at this. I'm gonna go across the street and I want y'all to see it. This used to be the old district courthouse right here, y'all. This little building. Because it was never that much crime in this corporation. But they have made this a business now in the corporation of Montgomery County. And the courts were never made to be a business, a financial entity. But that's what it is now. Look at this. This is the new district court of the corporation of Maryland, where fictitious handshakes over coffee, cases being resolved over email or lunch. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all should sue these mugs, take them in to get a jury trial every time y'all come before these individuals. The new District Court of Maryland Corporation. All right, let's go to the circuit court. You see this new wing they built right here on the taxpayers' dime? This is where they spent your money buying this new wing for this courthouse, this terrorist entity. Look at here, y'all. This is the new terrorist hideout in Montgomery County. Look at it. Look at that. 50 Maryland Avenue. And this is what they spent making all these false arrests and making people pay with Lady Justice being a whore. They have built this wing on here. And it's a nice wing because this is where I just come from. It's a nice wing. But this is what this has come to. A judicial system that has become a whore and a terrorist organization. Again, look at this shit. This is where the judges go in and everything. A terrorist hideout in the corporation of Montgomery County. Look at this shit, y'all. Woo. This is a building that the taxpayers pay for. All right, let's go back around. I will go through the building, but I ain't gonna. All right, this is where they drop prisoners off down here. This is why we have to take this qualified immunity away from these individuals, because they do what they want to do and there's zero accountability. You take that immunity away from them and start holding them accountable, then things would change. You would start getting an honest judicial system. But right now, it's not honest. And it's not honest because we got a lot of criminals running the judicial system. And it's a lot of people whose nose is corrupt, but won't say nothing because they got to feed their families. And I understand that. But you take away this immunity. Look at this, y'all. I want y'all to look. Look at how the people are sitting up. I want to see if y'all can look at how they just sitting up in there on that floor. The new terrorists in the corporation or charter called Montgomery County. Look at them just sitting on the windowsill. Let me see if I can get a good picture of them. Okay, go up, 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 up. Boom, there they go. They're just sitting up there. Oh, that's all the way at the top, right there. Look at the people sitting up there on the windowsill waiting for service. They're waiting for service up there, y'all. Lady Justice has become a whore in the district court on the corporation of Montgomery County. Sad. So let's walk around this courthouse. This is Montgomery County Terrorist Circuit Court. I just come from upstairs where the attorney in the case, and I'm telling you, this guy is another Johnny Cochran. But because there's qualified immunity, you know, they hold him back, you know. This guy argued that case like Johnny Cochran, but because of a corrupt judge and a corrupt state attorney, I'm sitting up here in the circuit court again for, they say trial. I got to see if it's going to be a jury trial, because if they do that, it's called double jeopardy. You know, I requested a jury trial from day one, and when we get to Greenbelt, you're going to see the violation of that. They write their own rules in this corporation, and that is not how the justice system works. This is the building that they spent your tax dollars. I was on the 5th floor up there. But this is what they spent all your hard-earned tax dollars, and they extort these off of these guys they lock up illegally to pay these hefty fines in this terrorist organization of Montgomery County. Qualified immunity, absolute immunity must go. And we're going to push that to make sure it goes. Look at all these cameras they got around the place, y'all. This is the county executive office right here. Look at this shit. They got the cameras watching me. Yeah, they do their job. I don't think I had no run-ins with the sheriff but one when it was down there on the property. But look at this shit, y'all. Double cameras, triple cameras. So, this is the old courthouse. I'm telling you, we got to do away with this immunity and start holding these criminals accountable for their actions. So you guys stand by. Now I got to come back to trial for saying the word bitch for a disorderly conduct. And what gets me is this. On the 5th floor is the state attorney's office. To get a paycheck, they push these cases through so they can get paid. First Amendment is freedom of speech. And just like I was telling the attorney, this judge and the state attorney must be don't listen to rap music, must be don't look at movies, because people use bitch all over the place. The word bitch is a dog, a mangy dog. I don't call females bitches, but go back and look at the recording. He says, I call one of Enterprise people a bitch. I call the police officer a bitch because that's what he is. He's a mangy piece of shit. Just like this judge and the state attorney. Mangy pieces of shit. To try to stamp on somebody's constitutional right, freedom of speech. The judge talks about in this society. He talks about in this society. What society? He doesn't live in my society. I don't live out there in what it is. Way out there in Cumberland and whatever what they do is they live so far out from Rockville, way out in the boonies. It'll be coming in about 5 minutes, man. Yeah. So this is the child inside of this building. You got Child Protective Service or something. That's where I went for a custody hearing. That was another trip. Again, I'll tell you guys about that. Unbelievable. But no, let me tell you guys something. When you go do custody, inside the papers that these people, they send you over to talk to this family service, and inside of there is a contract. See, custody is a civil matter. It's not a criminal matter. But when you sign that contract that they put in all this paperwork they give you, then when you don't pay, it's still civil, but they turn it into a criminal act. This is how this Lady Justice has become a whore. You know, same thing with traffic. Traffic is not a criminal matter, it's a civil matter. So, Lady Justice has become a whore. Y'all stay tuned, more to come.